Good morning to the world out there. Sanbonani, Johnny out there. What's up, people? I'm Zanzi. We are here at Ideal Physique in Brackenfell, as you can see behind me, as we are prepared to interview Jami Webb ahead of his big fight at Empress Palace this month. But you must a Cape Town gangster apparently from Kuils River, so you must used to knives, no?
No comment to that one. No comment to that one.
Ja, kijk uit, bro. Jami Webb, we meet again. It's been a while now. I think it's the last time we spoke was at Paulsmoor, your last fight against Cristiano Dombassi. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Julian. Thank you for having me. But yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a while.
Just to clarify, I spoke to your manager earlier, Shervantaigh Koopman, a friend of yours also in the boxing fraternity. Can you just confirm also which title, because I know he has two titles, so which title are you fighting for? Is it for both the super welterweight and the WBF? Or is it the national or the WBF, or is it both?
So it's the national title, the junior middleweight, super welterweight title, and then the other title is the IBF Intercontinental. So
So you're fighting for both?
well, hopefully they put both. Hopefully they put both on the line.
More money also?
I don't know that. You must speak to Leroy about that. You must speak to Leroy about that.
And then also, your last fight, Cristiano Dombassi, everybody was against you. They were like, Jamie, are you sure you're going to take this fight? And then obviously you proved so many people wrong. I mean, you took him to a split decision. Many people even thought you won that fight. Shame your coach even woke up the whole Paulsmoor prison that night because of his disappointment. How much do you learn from that fight also? It was your first loss also. Just what did you draw from that?
It was a nice experience. It was my first time going 10 rounds and having all that pressure and all the odds against me. Sometimes you question during training camp, like, was I ready for it? And then I just proved to everyone, and I proved to myself as well, that I'm more than ready for anyone. Like, everyone wrote me off. Everyone wrote me off except my team. Everyone on media, you know it. You know it. Like, this guy doesn't stand a chance. Jamie's just going to be a stepping stone. Like, he's really not ready for it. And I just proved everything wrong, and I proved myself right. So there's nothing new. This is, like I said earlier on, it's like going to a gunfight with a knife. It's the same thing again.
But you must a Cape Town gangster apparently from Kuils River, so you must used to knives, no?
No comment to that one. No comment to that one.
Ja, kijk uit, bro. Anyway, I want to also ask you, man, this is your first fight in Joburg. Obviously, it's on a bigger promotion, bigger platform. Is there any extra pressure added to you in terms of, because I think the last time we spoke also, you were very cognizant about your age also and in the professional circuit. Do you feel that this is a make or break because it's such a big fight on a big promotion, Empress Palace? Is this a make or break fight for Jamie? I mean, I know you always said you love pressure, but do you add that extra pressure onto yourself also?
It's not a make or break thing. Like, I haven't been long in the sport, but I also didn't take punishment in the sport. It's not a make or break thing. Like, I want to fight everyone, regardless of outcome of anything. I want to fight everyone. If you say you're the best, then let's talk. Like, let's get in the ring and put money on the line and fight. Like, I really just want to fight everyone. I want to fight the best. If you say you're the best, then you must show me you're the best.
And then also, you were set to fight another big opponent now recently, and then obviously that fight got cancelled. The Cristiano fight also, and then your last fight also, it was set to be in Joburg also. Was that frustrating for you, but the fact that you had an opportunity to fight in Joburg and then there was a cancellation? I think it had to do with there was licensing issues, I'm not sure exactly. Is it sort of a nice relief now that you're actually at this point now ready to go?
It was a bit of a bummer because I was ready for that fight and ready to show the people. I come back from that loss, but it is what it is. It just gave me more time to prepare for this one, and I'm just getting better. I'm honestly just getting better as time goes on.
And just to confirm, are you still with Coach Witboy?
Yes, I'm still with Coach Whiteboy. Like, from day one, he's my textbook, so I can't leave him. He's a father figure to me and the best coach. The best coach to me. He always takes my interest at heart.
I spoke to a very popular coach in Cape Town, a very colorful character, Mr. One Emil Bryce, and he even told me that Jami must come anytime he must come. I told this coach, come train by me. This is like after him and your coach almost had a first fight at the last fight. He's like, I will make Jami into a champion. Would you ever consider reaching out to other coaches? And I mean, know some fighters, they go out and then they just get the extra advice and just tools from various coaches. Is that something you would consider? And would you consider making use of Coach Emil's services?
Well, we do go to his gym, or we used to go to his gym for sparring, so that's how we do make use of his service. And I do make use of other gym coaches' services. I go to Team Phenom in Athlone. I go to King's Boxing with Ellen. I'm with Adib. Adib takes me on pads, and Branton from B-Boxing. So I'm with a few different people, even Extreme. So the team is bigger than just my backyard. So yeah, I wouldn't change coaches though. Like, I'm happy with my coach, but working with other people, they can add to our dynamics and make our team strong and make me better.
Okay, cool. And then I just wanted to ask you this, man. You put in so many hours. There's so much put in behind the scenes also. When someone just wraps up your whole boxing career into a 7-1, does that irritate or frustrate you? Like, do people really understand? Can you equate a 7-1 to everything that you put in? Like, you put in hours, day in, day out, and then someone just says, oh, that's Jami Webb, but he's got 7-1. As a boxer, and I just want to ask a question to a boxer, and then for all boxers around also, is that something that can be irritating because you feel like 7-1 has got nothing in comparison to all the hours put in, time with your manager, sacrifice for your family? Is that something that irritates boxers sometimes because it's so quick to just put a number on him? Okay, he's a 7-1, klar.
It doesn't bother me, but it's a lot of time that I sacrifice. A lot of time, years of sacrificing money to. This makes me happy. So it's like sacrificing money for happiness. What do you want? Money can make you happy, but I'll choose this every day. I don't care what anyone else says. I've got more fights in the street. I'm a guy.
Nate Diaz right here.
I'm 15-0 in the streets. I'm really 15-0 in the streets.
Nate Diaz or Khabib?
I only lost once in the street. I was outnumbered.
Good point. And then also, I see now, I mean, we spoke the last time, you were actually speaking about your passion, which I really admired and appreciated, of your dream to take boxing to a macro scale in Kuils River, and now I see you doing the things, and credit to you and your manager. I don't know whoever else is behind the scenes, whether your mom then, because I'm not sure if you're training them at home, but you're really taking it to a macro scale now. I see you on your social media. Are you slowly fulfilling that dream of actually taking boxing to a next level in Kuils River? Or you feel you're on the right track?
Yes, we are on the right track. The people are reaching out to us now. Leroy came on board, and it's a dream of his as well. So we're working on that dream, and we're building on it, and eventually we will be where we want to be. It's slowly but surely. I spoke to Adib in the week, and we just spoke about how everything unfolded. Like, we were training in Ravensmead in a hall with no punching bags, nothing. We were just messing around there, and we spoke about the dreams, and yeah, it's happening slowly but surely, and it's unfolding before us. And Leroy's on board now, so I'm sure he's a driving force, one of the driving forces behind everything. So he's making things happen, and I'm sure we will have the best stable in Cape Town in no time. Like, we don't have the finances yet, but the finances will make itself available.
One of your up and coming students, the young lady, I think it's Yolandi, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's doing quite well also. Can you just tell us about your progress with her in terms of a coach and as an athlete? And are there any other exciting prospects in your gym?
Yes, Yolandi, she joined us in 2018, end of 2018, and in 2019 she won championships.
Was she the one who was at Trico first? Or?
Yeah, she was at Trico. She was doing kickboxing, but she wanted to do boxing. So she joined our team in 2018. 2019 she won championships. 2020, obviously with COVID happened, and then she won it last year again. She won essays again, and yeah.
Are you coaching, or is Coach Whiteboy coaching? Wow, how does it work exactly?
Coach Whiteboy is the main guy. I'm just a senior in the gym, helping where I can and pushing and motivating the next person, the next generation. So whoever comes up after me needs to be better and do it better. So I guess I'm the test dummy or the lab rat. And the next generation must...
Let's call it the pioneer rather, no?
There we go, that sounds better. So the next generation must just be better, and that's all I want from them. They must just be better than me. And well, Lero's also started now becoming a manager, and he's also learning along the way. So he can learn from our mistakes from the first fight with that we didn't get with Boyd Allen, and we're just getting better and better and mastering this. So
Okay, awesome stuff. And then also, can you just tell us how long have you been now at this? Is it Ideal Physique? It's so awesome to see that you, because a lot of our athletes, they don't realize the importance of cardio and fitness and endurance also, especially in boxing, because I mean boxing alone can make you super fit, but I mean just to add this element to it also, can you just tell us more about Ideal Physique, how you got involved, the owner, and how has that improved your game overall?
So I joined Ideal Physique last year, August. I think last year August, yes. So yeah, Stefan has been taking me through the paces, pushing me to the max. Like he really knows what he's doing, and they have a good facility with all the equipment here, and they just know what they're doing. It's the sweet science, and they're adding to it. So they're making me better daily. They're breaking me as well. They're putting me through my paces, but we're recovering and we're working on a lot of things. So Bianca and Stefan are the owners of Ideal Physique, so you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram, guys. They're really pushing me. They know what they're doing.
Or just come along, man, just stick it, pop in.
What they're doing over here, like, give them a follow. You won't regret it.
Awesome stuff. And I mean, you're actually quite close to your old stomping ground, my hometown, your former hometown, North Pine. So it's so cool that you're actually slowly coming back home and like coming full circle, no?
Yeah, this is, I always stay true to the north.
I was going to say that, oh yeah.
I'm the king of the north. I'm the king of the north in Cape Town. So I want to support local, even coming out to the boxing. I want to play a local song. Everything must be local. Everything must be organic.
Are you keeping the song a secret for now, or can you entice us?
It'll be, I don't know the song. I never choose a song. I never choose a song. But now we're going to Joburg. Now I have to choose a song. And because they said I'm a gangster, so now we need to do something local.
I must just say credit to you for the way you responded to that question. It's something that a lot of people need to be educated on in terms of just the stigma and what certain media portray certain people from certain areas as. And credit to you for handling yourself as a human being, and just power to you for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, you just need to know who you are, and don't let anyone tell you who you are. You know exactly who you are in your heart of hearts. So they can tell me who I am. They can say I'm a gangster from Cape Town. They don't know where I grew up, who my parents are. I grew up in a good home. I always had food on the table. I didn't rob anyone. I went to school, went to college. I've got a stack of certificates and diplomas, enough behind me to back me. And no gangster's going to have that.
Power to you, sir. And then also, I wanted to know from you also in terms of your opponent now, Shervantaigh Koopman. I, by the way, shout out to Drexmarland. Much respect, sir. I watched his interview with you. And there was something interesting you spoke of, that there was a point in time where you actually go back as friends in the boxing fraternity. And when he made the national team, it was when you were not involved actually, or you didn't apply. I don't know how it exactly happened, but he won that year that you didn't go through.
Yes. So 2016, 2017, he won nationals. I wasn't selected for Western Province team. I came out of nowhere and just started beating everyone. And I'm not, how can I say this? I'm not the main character in everyone else's story. I'm the main character in my own story. So I don't go according to the script. The script is supposed to go a certain way, and I always come along, can I swear? And I fuck it up. So I always change the script. I write my own story. I don't.
Is he the protagonist in this piece now? You coming to try and steal his light in this whole move now, in terms of in Joburg now, right?
Yes, in Joburg, but on the Western Province, I was not supposed to be on the team. They already had their team selected out, and who's this guy coming along from nowhere? Like to the first championships, I never went with a coach. I went alone with my friend. I was like, I feel like fighting, and then I went.
Oh, now you got a manager also.
So that's the truth. I went with my friend. I'm like, nah, I'm fit. I feel like fighting, and I went to the fight, and I fought my first fight, and then they said, you're fighting again. You're at championships. I'm like, what? I'm at championships. It's because I didn't know about this. I didn't know about the scene, and I fought my next fight, won all 4 fights, and then I went to the finals, and I beat him up badly, but he went through, and he went to SA, so that was the year, and the next year I fell out in the finals as well.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that. And then just last two questions. In terms of, you have the thatched roof business, and then you also have the boxing side of things. But now you obviously, in terms of the coaching side also now, I know obviously you told me the last time boxing is also, I mean the thatched roof is your business also to empower you and to stabilize, give you your foundation, but your passion, or what, it might be a silly question also, there might be a cliche answer, but what do you find more joy in teaching these youngsters coming up, or actually also designing a beautifully thatched roof also?
Both. I love doing both. Both is a passion of mine. Building, like seeing something that I draw on a piece of page and then bringing it to life in real life. It's beautiful, but I think I'd say teaching the youngsters, just teaching them from my mistakes and what I learned, and just growing, like letting them grow as individuals and telling them they must believe in themselves, just empowering them as individuals. It will go far and beyond me or beyond them. They might inspire the next person. Like I always tell Yolande, work hard. There's people watching you. There's other girls. Like 4 girls joined our gym since Yolande's been there. So I would say we have the strongest gym of females in the Western Cape. 4 girls has joined because of her. And like there's people watching you. You need to step up, push. So it's how do they say, ripple effect.
Yes. Okay, awesome stuff. And then also, what is the thatch roofing business name again?
Thatch Artisans.
By the way, guys, go check them out on Facebook or are you on Instagram also?
Facebook and Instagram, Thatch Artisans.
Some of the most beautiful work. Give Jami a shout out. We'll post these details at the end of the video. Jami, thank you so much. Much appreciated, and all the best also.
Thank you very much. Can I send a shout out? So I'd just like to send a shout out to Pancake Properties, Advantage Marketing, Lifestyle Fitness and Lifestyle Fitness Tea. I'd like to send a shout out to Ideal Fitness and Physique for supporting me and pushing me. I would like to send a shout out to the Wood Shack, Orange Technologies and ETS Films, King's Boxing, Team Phenom, and everyone who supports me on Kuils River. Thank you very much for supporting me and praying for me. Stay tuned for the 26th of March.